Hello, all my very best applicants. I'm so excited that you chose Silvivor to play, or Silvivor Berry, because verified the name a little bit. A little history about Silvivor is that we've been around since January of 2023, so that's about 2.5 years. I've been here since day one, and this is our 15th season. So I'm experienced. I know what works, what doesn't work. And my only job here is to make sure you guys have fun and you enjoy yourself. Um, I have people that help me. I have co-owners, which are Sparrow and Egg. They know all the like they know Survivor more, so they can help me a little bit more if like there's a question that you have to know Survivor to know. So they're my go-to for that. I have lead hosts, which are Trav and Log. They are the ones that will help me run tribals. They'll do challenges. They'll do challenge results. Um, I They don't like being called minions, but they kind of do. They help me with things that I don't have time for or I'm not good at. So Trav and Log are good for that. And then I have hosts, which I can't remember who I have a host because I think that I don't even know who the hosts are, but the rest people are production crew. They are great, but a lot of them don't know everything. Like someone might know how to make channels, someone might be able to answer question about advantages. So a lot of times if you ping help, which is very important to make sure you ping help like you've been doing in your applications, and you get a production member, their job is to answer your question if they can, but if they can, it's to get me or one of the lead hosts to answer the question. Survivor runs on a 24-hour cycle. So day one, when you start, you will get your challenge at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And you have 24 hours to complete the challenge, and it's due the following day at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Once we tally and once we give you the results, which we try to do the results within like a half hour to an hour. I mean, sometimes it's longer depending on what the challenge is. We do the best we can. So then after we give you the results, you have 24 hours to vote. And then tribal is 7:30 p.m. Eastern the following day. So like day one is challenge. The challenge is due. Day two, you have tribal, and then the new challenge is given to you. And then the third day challenge result, your challenge needs to be done, and then tribal. So that's how it works. We try to do it the same time every day. That way people can make sure that they're available if they can. If we decide to do an early tribal, we need to have at least a majority of you to say that is okay. And as far as advantages, if you know you're not going to be there for tribal, you can ping host and we will play the advantage for you. So make sure you do that and make sure that like a host confirms, like a host comes into your chat and say, blah, blah, blah is using their idol confirmed or using your extra vote confirmed. When we do tribal, there's a few minutes between I say, oh, if you have any advantages, now is the time to play them. And I give you a few minutes, and it's your responsibility within that few minutes to tell me that you want to play an advantage. And then once I say, we're not taking any more advantages, it's too late. I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you. Your confessionals. So we have confessionals And your confessionals is where it's kind of like when you're in Survivor, when you see the players talk to the camera. That's what this is for. And it's really important that you post in your confessionals because we do a podcast. And if you're not telling us what you're thinking or what you're doing, that we make our best, our best educated guess, and sometimes we're wrong, and then you ruin the whole podcast. So just make sure that you post in there because actually, if you read the rules, which did I tell you to read the rules? Anyway, go to the rules channel, read all the rules, and in the rules it says you have to post in your confessionals at least once every 24 hours. So if you don't, we get cranky. It's a whole thing. And then we have right below that will be your submission channel. That's where you put your votes and your challenges, or where we tell you if you have an advantage or an idol or everything. So that's only us and you can see that. The trusted specs can't see that. So that's just an added thing that, nothing gets leaked. Not that we have had anything leaked from the confessionals, but it's always good to be careful. And this is a one-to-one org. So you will get a channel with every single person you are allowed to chat with. You are not allowed to DM anybody. That includes hosts. All communication for the game must be done in the game, in the server. I do this to protect you, to make sure not, someone isn't, it's to keep you safe. So if someone DMs you, that's a strikeable offense. Just tell me and I will deal with it. It's it's very important that all communication happens in the server because I can't protect you if things are happening in DMs. I think that might be everything I need to tell you. Except I'm so excited you're going to play. And this is very important. Once you've listened to this, make sure you give a little check mark reaction and say you listened to this whole thing, because then it's a little test to see if you actually listened to this whole thing. So if you don't have a little check mark down underneath this, I will know you didn't listen to this. I'm such a trickster. I know it. All right, so I will try to give you some more information later. The 19th is when applications close. We have enough applications. We have extra applications. We have too many applications. So only the best of the best will be able to get casted. So this is your time to shine. I want you to be as pesty as you want in your applications. The pestier, the better. Because the more we see that you're active, the more we know that you are social, the more we think you want to play, and the better player you're going to be. So that's why I tell you to ping help. And if, somebody comes in and has a chat with you and gives you your emoji, that increases your chances of getting casted. All right. So I will talk to you all soon. Bye.